In addition to all the other problems that California has, housing prices there are higher than any place in the country. The median home price in the state of California is now more than $800,000. That's more than double the nationwide median. In recent years, because this really is a problem, leaders in California have passed dozens of bills they claim would fix the problem. Governor Jerry Brown, the last guy, signed 15 housing bills just in 2017. Last year, Gavin Newsom signed 18 separate housing bills. Did they work? Not at all. They did not work for the people who live in California, but they weren't intended to work for people who want to buy houses. Instead, those bills had one purpose: destroying suburban homes and replacing them with high-density housing. Real estate developers make more money when single-family homes are leveled and replaced with apartment complexes, obviously. And real estate developers happen to be major donors to the Democratic Party of California, and in particular to Gavin Newsom. For example, the real estate developer George Marcus was one of Gavin Newsom's biggest donors in the recent recall election. So this week, after surviving the recall, tragically, Gavin Newsom rewarded those real estate developers with the biggest, quote, housing bill ever. Newsom just signed a series of bills, most notably SB 9 and SB 10, that will abolish the suburbs in the state of California, the state that invented the suburbs. Those bills were endorsed by the California Building Industry Association, which represents, quote, interests of builders and developers of housing and commercial projects. There are about to be quite a few new commercial projects in California's suburbs. As the New York Times put it, quote, SB 9 essentially ends single-family zoning. Property owners now have the state's approval to convert any single-family home in the state of California into a 4-unit apartment complex. How is this improving anyone's life? It won't. It means demolishing homes to put up rental units. At the behest of his donors, Gavin Newsom is turning the state of California into a slum. And it's not just happening in California. Recently, Oregon passed a statewide ban on single-family zoning. This is insane. Cities like Minneapolis and Sacramento have begun to allow multifamily dwellings on single-family lots. Crowding a problem, anyone think? Only the government of China, by the way, appears to be doing anything to rein in real estate developers. Quote, housing should be for living in, not for speculation, said the president of China recently. We hate to quote the president of China, but in this case, he is right. We know that because one of the largest and most leveraged real estate companies in the world, the China-based Evergrande Group, is collapsing, and China has given no indication they're interested in bailing out Evergrande. Meanwhile, in this country, real estate companies don't just get bailouts, they get to write the laws. They get to wreck your neighborhood. And in many parts of America, they'd be able to demolish the home next door and turn it into an apartment complex. It's great.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.